Hello, chat. Hello, live stream. Ooh, I didn't do the thing with my mouse. Hello, can I have my curse back? Thank you. Aha, we are back. Right where we left. What is... Somebody's mamming something, it looks like, right? I'm actually not sure. Maybe not. Maybe that's just the way this thing always looks. It looks like it's doing something, but maybe it's not. So hello, Kubi Rye, Dappy, Denoxus. That is a crazy name. You do want just asking, I guess. Hello, JVDK, Razzle, Goofy Red, Nazy. Hello, hello, hello. So the factory is out of power, it would appear. Somebody AFK'd and didn't make sure that we had fuel to continue running things. And
Dad Sarmagle just resubscribed for 6 months. Hiya Hypno. How's it going?
Wait, we're not out of power. I'm confused. Are things not running? Hold on a second. This has red lights. I'm just not seeing anything happen. I guess that's what's kind of weird. Yeah, all of these have like the power red. So I guess what happened is the power was disconnected from the power station. That must be what's happened here. And then somebody went and collected leaves. Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know. I'll ask the hermit to see what's going on. Let me deafen. Dad's a muggle. Thank you for the 6 months. Subscribe with tier 1. They subscribe for 6 months, 2 months in a row. Okay, that message has been changed. Hello, thank you for the 6 months resub. Hello.
Hi.
So what's going on?
Factory no.
Factory no?
Factory sad face.
Factory sad face? I see we have a lot of like fuel and the generators seem to be like generating.
Oh, there's a stockpile here. I could have AFK'd.
I'm not.
I could have done nothing.
Well, see,
Instead,
here's the thing.
nothing.
I was just like looking around, and everywhere the power is out. So like, somebody.
Yeah, well, that's the assumption I made because I saw the power out message, and then I came and looked at this bit and saw that nothing was going on.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure.
But
it's like somebody disconnected our generators or something. I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, the fuel isn't moving here. I don't know how quickly it moves in.
Okay, so when I turn the power on from the fuse box, it says we're...
Fuse box?
Okay, so if you click on these power poles...
That's the message that I saw. It was something like... It said something about a fuse, and then we had no power.
Yeah, so what it sounds like is somebody has connected too many things.
Oh, it's overloaded.
Yep. So I'm going to...
Should we just expand it a little bit?
I mean... Yeah, I'm going to remove that power connection. Did that even... Okay, let's try turning it on again.
There's like room for a little bit more out here, I think.
Okay, so power has been turned back on. Things are happening now. So if I connect this power wire back up, does it shut everything down is the question. Okay. So it looks like there has been a bunch of things added.
I added some extra storage earlier because I was going to AFK and I thought might as well get some more materials.
Wells is muted. I don't know if he's talking or not, or...
Nah, we're just ignoring him.
I am muted. I have been talking this whole time and wondering why you were ignoring me.
Yeah.
Oops. No, so storage wouldn't add any extra power consumption.
Well, it would kick up things that are backed up and had stopped producing.
Yeah. I mean, we probably need more generators, and then the other issue that I noticed yesterday was that with the way the belts are set up to feed fuel into the generators, it like the far generators don't get fuel nearly as quickly.
No, it should be fine. They still get more than the 4 per minute they need.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like part of the thing is that when the system does shut down like this, it takes a while for those like stockpiles to build back up, because when it's splitting stuff off the belt, it's gonna do it in order of priority, starting
Right.
with the closest.
Yeah, each splitter is 50% one way, 50% the next way. So, yeah, the only way to really solve that is just wait for the smart splitters or whatever.
Well, I mean that, or you can do load balanced like belt setups.
I mean, you can, but that is just so big and obnoxious and
this
really
is,
not
like,
worth it.
Quite a temporary setup here anyway, right?
Yes,
So
this is all going
we
to go
should
away
just
as soon as we
focus
get to
on
coal.
yeah, let's
once
focus
we
on
get
our coal
up and
today.
running, we'll be good.
I had some ideas for doing some more steel, but if we want to focus on coal, what do you guys want to do? Just go straight to coal today?
Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go.
I think so too. Having to deal with manually collecting power supply is not fun. So
Let's do it then. We're going on a trip, an adventure.
we're gonna need a lot of copper plates, and I don't think, or copper sheets. I don't think we've been making any of that yet.
We have not. However, I believe there is a pure coal node near the factory, or I'm sorry, a pure copper node near the factory. Let me double check.
How many sheets do we need?
A lot.
Because we do have copper over here. We could like redirect for a bit.
If copper isn't being used for anything at the moment, we should change it over to make copper sheets at this time.
Yeah, there is actually a pure copper node that's pretty close to where the power plant will be set up. So we could run all of our copper sheet production off of that one node.
Where is... What's the thing called where... Oh my god, it's literally called the crafter, right? Why can't I find it? Oh, here it is. Got it, right.
So the power plant, if we're looking at the map, the power plant will go where I'm putting this nuclear power symbol. It'll be like kind of in this general area.
Okay, so here's a question that I have.
Mm-hmm.
When we logged out yesterday, everything was fine with all the machines that were connected.
Mm-hmm.
But now we can't turn the power system on to power everything. Because why? Did somebody add something new, like off
I
camera?
added storage. That was it.
But storage doesn't draw power.
It does, because it was backed up, so the machines behind it weren't doing anything. So when you add storage, they start going again.
Oh, I see. You put a third layer on top of all these things.
Yep. So everything kicked up again, which I didn't think of. And then after I did that, I saw this message about a fuse, and then I was like, uh-oh. And then I thought that we'd run out of fuel. I didn't put them together because I looked at the wrong containers. I didn't see we had all that biomass still.
Okay.
Right, we could quite easily, I think, come over here and temporarily redirect these copper ingots and just build the assembly thing here. So the recipe just uses ingots, which means it just needs an assembler, right? Or a constructor for one ingredient.
But what are you trying to craft?
We need copper sheets, right?
Yeah, okay. Copper sheets. So yeah, you need 2 copper ingots to make 1 copper sheet, and that's made in the constructor.
Yeah, so I'm going to set up an array of
SN0W
constructors
underscore
and
gel
redirect our copper
just
ingots into them.
resubscribed for 24 months. High part.
Snow Gel, thank you so much for the 2 years and the tier 3 support.
Yeah, if you look at the map and you go north a ways from where you guys are right now, I've marked some stuff. So where the nuclear symbols are, that's roughly where the power plant will go, kind of in that general area. And then to the northwest of that, there are 3 like rock symbols. Those are 3 pure coal nodes. And then west of that and to the south a little bit, I marked another rock symbol, and that's where a pure copper node is. So if you want to set up copper sheets and stuff down where you are right now, you can. But it might make more sense to just do it up here, since that's a pure node. That'll give us, that's essentially 120 copper per minute and 240 copper per minute once we get tier 2 miners.
The only concern that I have with that is we need power over there. So you're going to have to set up your own power, which means you need to set up all your own biofuel and all that stuff.
I'm already kind of working on it. And so the plan right now, what I'm working on right now is setting up automated production over here for concrete and iron plates so that I can make a pathway just for like tons of foundations essentially. And I just finished setting that up right this second. It's running off a little array of biofuel generators that I set up over here. So what I'm gonna do is take foundations once I have enough concrete and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just going to make a path from where you guys are right now to where the power plant will be, because it is kind of a nightmare to traverse.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm gonna try and make it easy.
you kind of went
logged
about
on,
as far away as possible.
Well, yeah, it's arguably the best location for a coal power plant. So, and it's not that far. I mean, it's a ways, but like,
It's pretty far for this early in the game.
yeah,
Until we get like hypertubes and stuff like that, I think. Anyway.
it's a distance for sure, but
Well, the good news is with the extra generators, I think Azuma just hooked up. We're able to have all of our stuff back online.
I've also got these copper sheets ready to go as well.
okay.
How many copper sheet productions are we doing?
As much as I can. Bit of a... Oh, no, there it is.
Well, it sounded like you just had them set up, but...
Yeah, I literally just finished putting the last thing together, and then I've got to do the recipes, and then it will get going. There's 4 of them. 4 assemblers.
4. Okay, thank you.
But what's not happened yet? They've got ingots going in.
Is that what this is right here?
Oh, I didn't power
that's
any
it.
of them.
Oh,
Ugh.
yeah, as soon as you power that, that's going to overload our system, so we need to add more.
Well, the other machines over there just are turning off.
We still should add more capacity.
Do they like... What am I trying to say? What is going on here?
That's what I want to know.
Oh, they're so backed up with materials. They hold on to like 70 ingots, and they can hold on to 500 wires on the other side. So they're still doing stuff because there's so much copper in them. But yeah, let's see what happens then. So
You know what else I could do?
Well, I can tell you what's going to happen.
That'll clear out some inventory space.
the fact that this game allows clipping, on one hand, is like great, but on the other hand, you can kind of see it's also been designed just to give you that flexibility. Okay, it looks like the power network is okay. Is it about to die?
You're gonna have to look at a power pole
I
because
think I'm pushing it pretty close, but it hasn't gone over, so I think we're good. And now we're producing copper plates, sheets. Got 18 already. Nice. How many do we need?
a lot, as much as we can make.
Well,
We'll never have too many
done
of
that.
them.
I got a cup of tea here and it's gone cold. I know it.
Oh,
I swear, man. Every time I make one, I go to the computer with it, and then there's something to do on the computer, and then there's something else to do after that, and then you get distracted by your phone, and then before you know it, it's bone cold.
I know. I can't tell you how many times I've put a cup of coffee on the Keurig and then like let out my dog or something, and just walked into my office and left the cup of coffee just sitting on the Keurig.
Yeah,
Happens like 3 times a week at least.
it's a tragedy.
So the easiest way for you to get here, because I don't think I'm going to get this whole like highway thing figured out. Was that yours or mine? That was yours. I'm not going to get this whole highway thing figured out by the time you're like, it'll take me a while to build it all.
I realize.
But the easiest way to get over here, I'll just put down some like paw print looking things. You just kind of follow the coast. And then that will get you. Where is it?
So that's our those dots are like our path to get up to you, are they?
Pretty much. Yeah, this is sort of the way.
And then we need to bring materials with us, right? And does that include the copper sheets?
We'll need at least some.
So, give me a number.
Probably like, I don't know, 5 stacks, 6 stacks maybe. Just enough that we can set up at least a couple coal generators so that we can use those coal generators to power everything else.
Well, we lost power. I see Hypno's doubling up.
Yeah, we need power. I mean, that's.
We also need aesthetics.
Well, I'll worry about aesthetics after we get power hooked up.
I'm gonna worry about it immediately.
I can tell.
I'll start making it look good.
Well,
as good as I can make it look. Not that it isn't amazing already, Hypno.
it's not amazing, but I need to get like the functionality, and then we can like worry about what it looks like.
I'll help you a little bit with that too. Cool, you can kind of like hide the buildings inside the object. That's crazy.
We're gonna have to extend out this bottom floor by 1. Oh, that ramp, Azuma, that's just temporary. That's just so I can get up to that top level and maneuver around.
Let's keep it. It's good.
If you like it.
Part of the structure. Oh, interesting. Wait, they go through the blocks? That is ridiculous.
Well, they can, but that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to figure out like where they are, and then I'm going to use these floor hole covers, and then we're going to do this properly.
That's cool. Does that actually open up a hole, or does it just pretend?
No, like these lifts will attach to these from the bottom side, and then you can. I don't remember how.
It looks a bit pretend at the moment, but I'll have to wait and see. Dude, I am so spoilt by the free cam button on Minecraft. every other game 3D I play now, I get this instinct to press that button and like look at this from a different angle.
There might be a mod for Satisfactory that does it. I think there is. It's probably not updated for 1.0, but I think there
That'd
was
be
one in
awesome.
early access that was a free cam.
I saw a video pop up now that I'm playing the game, and you know how the internet works. Now I'm seeing videos pop up, and one of them looked like someone was using a similar sort of mod. Like they had a perspective that didn't look right, like they were flying in the sky or something.
Mm-hmm. I know there's ways to fly using like console commands.
That might have been it.
Yeah, I know there's ways to do that. I'm like 99% sure there was a free cam mod of some sort in early access. I think. Okay, that should be enough fuel for a while.
This place is looking cool.
Yeah, the more you expand the factory, generally the better it looks overall, I find.
Yep.
Yeah, that feels true.
I think that's where that goes.
2 minutes left for that.
Do we want some? No, we don't need more power cables down there. We're good. Oh my god, we got like a. What the heck is that? It's like a skywalkway up in the distance.
A what?
Like a giant platform going through the sky.
Over to the south?
Yeah, like I would expect to see a train go across it.
That is the coal, the second thing of coal that I brought over.
Oh, okay. You know I'm going to head out there and give it some stilts at some point.
Oh, absolutely. Please do.
Yeah, I'm waiting for us to get like a pillar block. Would be pretty cool.
All right, let's see here. Did you see how these things worked, Izuma?
The elevator things that go up to
Yeah.
the next floor. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, I mean, specifically the floor holes is what I was talking about, but yeah.
Oh, I see now that, yeah.
So they
It sits directly on it.
yeah, the elevator connects to one side and then like you attach the second side to that floor hole. And then on the
Yeah.
top you add a second one on.
No! Oh!
Everything all good?
I just walked all the way up there and then I fell off the edge.
Unfortunate.
Except I just realised I can actually place these blocks on the side. Sorry, Hypno, my
No, it's all good. It's all good.
shouts and screams cut you off. Right, I think we've now got a ladder taking us up here. No.
Oh, I missed one floor hole. Oh, that would be one.
Ah, that's how you do it.
Ooh. That's interesting. I think it's this one though.
Oh, that is not right.
So we just unlocked our first new recipe. That's pretty cool.
New recipe?
Yep.
Oh, do you mean like a discount?
No, like kind of. So if you hit O, you go to recipes, you go to parts, and you choose screws. We now have an alternate recipe for screws. Instead of 1 iron rod to make 4 screws, we can use 5 iron ingots to make 20 screws.
So it's slightly cheaper.
It's actually probably a little bit more expensive, but it cuts out a whole step, because normally you'd have to make the iron ingots, turn the iron ingots into rods, and then turn the rods into screws. This lets you go straight from iron ingots into screws. If that makes sense.
What is it? Oh, hitting the grave key brings up some kind of a console. I keep accidentally hitting that.
Yeah, that is the console.
Oh, I like this little ramp you did, Azuma. This is good.
Thanks. You're going to need cables up here to connect everything, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start working on right now, is getting the power pole set up.
Are you guys just working on the copper sheets at the moment?
I'm
Well,
working.
they're doing their thing. We're just getting power for it first.
Ah,
Yeah,
gotcha.
we're working on power right at the moment.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
I could run a bunch of cables over the front here, Hypno. Before I build these walls. Let's see.
There's at least a halfway decent amount of stuff.
Trying to. Let's see here. So if we had a power pole. Okay. Oh.
Oh! Yeah, I'll hook them up.
Oh, well, I mean, if you want to do it that way, I guess that works.
I mean, it looks so neat and tidy, though, doesn't it?
The way you're doing it?
Yeah.
I think the way I'm doing it looks neat and tidy, but I'm not saying yours doesn't look neat and tidy.
I ran out of materials. No, wait. No, I didn't. What's it telling me? Wait,
Alright.
what the heck?
And I'll just delete what I'm doing here.
Huh.
So what is it telling you there?
It was telling me invalid build location or something, right?
Oh.
It just kind of threw me off a bit. I was like, what?
Oh, we went a little bit further this side.
Yeah, it's so we can have support on the bottom side. So it looks structurally sound.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, we've got 2 power connections up here.
This is definitely feeling like a thing now.
I can see the space elevator.
Are you on your way back?
I'm gonna run out of concrete very soon, but I'm making progress.
So we're up to 570 megawatts.
Woo! How many megawatts does my computer use?
1,000
megawatt?
billion.
Oh, that's the 4080 for you.
I mean, you might not be wrong.
Well, I've underclocked mine.
Aren't you using the 4090?
Yeah, I think I might have brought the 4090 now that you mention it.
Wow. Yeah, that's the one you need like a power substation right outside your house.
I've legitimately underclocked mine, so it uses like way less power.
It feels like, I don't know, that feels bad. Like you buy such an expensive piece of equipment and then
Yep.
like you underclock it. You might as well have just bought like the cheaper one, right?
I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, give me the best graphics. Minecraft needs more FPS. And so I brought the 490 because it was the best thing you could get.
True, true.
And then people tell me, oh, that's for like 90 FPS at 4K. And I'm like, oh, I play on 1080p at 60 FPS.
I'm still using a 2080 Ti.
Yeah, I had that. I could have kept it. Literally, like the next day after I bought the computer, I found out that it was a one particular mod, dynamic lighting, that was tanking my FPS. The day after that, Minecraft like dropped an update where they redid the lighting engine and it all got even better. Just the timing was insane.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, I've learned how to do finger guns. Oh,
Nice,
Hypno,
finger
where
guns.
Are you? Quick,
Where are you?
finger gun battle.
Where are you? There you are. I'm coming towards you.
I'm too excited.
I accidentally found out how to do that the other day. But yeah, I'll battle you. Whoa.
Oh, finger guns.
What's up? Got him.
That's so cool. Oh my god, what else we got here? Oh, toilet.
Oh, there was like a facepalm one. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, you can play rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, I see.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Very good. I'm impressed.
Golf clap.
Now the next challenge is to play with no voice, and you have to be like.
Oh, you have to emote
Oink.
everything. Oh,
And
could
then
you
have to
imagine?
be like,
Could you imagine? Oh no.
howdy neighbor. Oh. Yeah, that'd be wild. All right, so let's go check on copper sheet.
What are these yellow for?
Looks like it's doing a thing.
Oh,
Oh, it's definitely doing things over here. Right, we've got 157, so... Can we, like, overclock this thing? I noticed if I go to a crafting bench, I can create an item. What was it called? Let's go have a look.
But I tell you what I'm gonna do. This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna go chop down some trees because we're now eating twice the amount of power as what we were before.
I can make a power shard. I can make 3 of them. Are these the things that upgrade?
Those allow you to overclock?
So, oh. No, sorry, I can't make those. I've gotten confused. How typical of me.
Are we not moving on to coal power? We are, but
also
coal
gather some
requires some setup. Wells is setting up coal power like 1,000,000 miles away right now, and we don't even have copper sheets to make the pipes to supply water to the coal generators. We haven't made a coal generator at all yet. Like, we're not... We have it unlocked and we want to get there. We're not there. Put it that way. So for right now, to keep us going, we need to have our biogenerators continue until we can make that
Hypno, are you
switch.
streaming?
I am.
Can I ask your chat a question?
Yes.
I'm going to assume some of them have seen Factorio and are experts. My question is, how many construction robots should I make for a Roboport?
How
Oh,
many
I bet the Roboport has a limit. I should have looked that up.
How many construction robots should you make for a what?
A roboport.
A roboport. My chat says all of them.
Dang it, chat.
That's a very scientific and helpful answer.
I just kind of realized, like, I could probably just look it up on a wiki or something, right?
Probably.
Just lazy.
Somebody is fireballing
like,
me. Who's doing that? That's rude.
Chat can help. Right, now I need...
Oh, Azuma, we were talking about the weight of tea that you were putting into when you brew or whatever. He said it was like 20 grams.
That's coffee. Yeah.
That's coffee is what you just said?
Yep. Into a French press.
So I measured the other day after that conversation, like I was just curious. So the unit of measure that I spoon with is a tablespoon. And I usually put like a rounded or a heaping tablespoon, 3 of them. And I weighed it out and it's like 31 grams for like a simulation of what I did for my coffee pot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought I was overdoing it. I mean, maybe we're both underdoing it. Who knows? But yeah, that's quite a bit.
It is quite a bit. I don't drink the full pot, generally speaking, so I could probably do with less and brew less.
Well, I like the French press and the Keurig is you make like 1, maybe 2 cups at a time if you're doing a French press. Actually, even French press, I'm still only doing 1 cup at a time because
Yeah, I do one.
I'm
Because
taking
otherwise
water
the other
from
one's
the
cold.
cup. Yeah, I take the water from the cup and just pour it in. So yeah.
But you know what the French press doesn't have that my coffee brewer does have?
What?
A timer. I can set it up to brew before I go to bed and wake up to like fresh coffee.
That works if you get up at the same time every day.
I generally do. Yeah.
I do not. I wake up when I wake up.
So what time did you wake up today?
It was like 7-ish.
Wow, you wake up early. Or like just waking up without an alarm.
I may have accidentally fallen asleep on the couch last night.
Oh.
I was watching the football game. And then after the football game, I started watching a couple YouTube videos. And then I woke up. And it was like 7 in the morning. Lights are all still on.
Are you on about football where you throw the egg-shaped handball? Or are you on
Yes.
about football where you play with your feet in a ball?
No, American.
Oh wait, are you talking about soccer?
Yeah, conveniently called football because of the kicking with your feet in the ball. It's really convenient.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, this is America, so we don't use our feet for football. All right, we throw it
Do it the American way.
and hit each other.
I like American football. I was watching some of the highlights the other day.
They're trying to make a pretty conscious effort to expand it internationally.
They've always been trying to do that, I think. I think they're having success right now.
It's definitely picked up over the last couple years.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like kind of a token game once a year that they did for a while, where they'd play like 1 game in London or 1 game in Germany or something
Now
like that.
they do quite a few, don't they?
And now pretty much every team gets at least 1 international game. So definitely working on expanding it.
How do you feel about that as a fan? Or like, what does the average fan think about that in America?
I'm all for it. I mean, I think the more people that enjoy the sport, the better.
Well, as Wells actually an average fan, or is he like a super fan?
I wouldn't say I'm a super fan. I mean, there are certainly people who are larger fans, not just of football, but of sports in general, than me. Like, I've got my team that I follow religiously, but outside of that, not so much.
Over here in the UK, like every time there's someone brings up the idea of playing a Premier League game abroad, there's just like vitriol reaction. It's like a really different culture and way of thinking about sport over here.
Yeah.
And I honestly just think it would be kind of cool to take it abroad and let more people enjoy it. But
Well, like, admittedly, it does suck if you're supposed to have like a home game on your schedule and you end up
yeah,
having to play in, Brazil or something.
yeah,
Um,
you do
and
lose out on a game, on a home game every
Yep.
season.
And then on top of that, the stadiums that they usually play in are not very good. By like, a soccer field and an NFL field are made
I
differently.
know what you mean. I've seen those
Um,
American football stadiums. Some of them have like car parks and car elevators built into them, and they hold like 100,000 people. It's bonkers.
Well,
Like,
I'm
size of
talking about the
stadiums there.
field itself, like not the
Oh
stands and
right,
stuff, but
yeah.
like the actual quality of the playing surface. Like, a lot of times when NFL teams play abroad, they're sliding all over the place and like they can't get their footing because the field
It's
itself
built different, isn't it?
is built different for soccer than it is for football.
At,
Which
at
is an
Tottenham
injury.
Hotspur, they have a retractable pitch.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is that it gets swapped out with a completely different pitch for the NFL games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is great in theory, but like if the field isn't really good, then it becomes an injury risk, and like no team, no fan wants to lose one of their starting players because of an injury.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, because like the
Yeah,
field
like
wasn't
whoever
good quality
looks
or
after
whatever.
that pitch, like the groundsman, ain't gonna be like NFL standards.
Right,
Because this
and
isn't the
and
NFL
like it's
over
not
here.
the fault of it's not the fault of like the, I don't know, whatever stadium, it's not the fault of the grounds crew. Like, their field was designed for a different sport that it plays very, very differently.
Mm.
So that's kind of one thing, but that'll get, those kinks will get ironed out over time as the game expands and like whatever. And like the other thing too is that, like, the average football fan does not go to a lot of actual games. Like, I don't know what it costs to go to like a Premier League game.
It's about 30 quid if you're an away fan, and then if you're a home fan, if you go to one of the big clubs, you're paying a lot more.
Yeah,
lot
like
more
if
money.
if I was to go to a Packers game, like nosebleed tickets would be probably $200-300.
Wow, that's extraordinary.
Yeah, and that's like nosebleed seats. Those are not good seats. So like
Yeah.
an average fan might go to one game a season in person at most. I've been to like 3 football games in my entire life.
Wow.
Because
Dude,
it's
the
just
culture is so different over here. Like you have like a lot of fans have season tickets and we'll see their team play 40 times a year. Sorry, 40. I'm splitting it. 20 home
So-
games a year.
the team that I'm a fan of, the Green Bay Packers, is one of the oldest teams in football, right? There's actually a waiting list for season tickets that is generational.
Wow.
You'll put your name on the waiting list to be a season ticket holder, and your kids might get season tickets someday.
That's ridiculous.
It's actually that's not true of every team.
Yeah,
There's a lot of teams that aren't as that haven't been around as long. And the other part of it too is that Green Bay is a really small market compared to most other NFL teams. Like, so the stadium itself is a little bit on the smaller side, and like it's a different vibe than if you're playing for, like, I don't know, the San Diego Chargers or something, or the Rams or whatever. But
So who's like the biggest NFL team in terms of people watching?
right now, probably the Kansas City Chiefs, just because they're the best team.
Let's
Like,
see.
You know how there's always that one team that's like really good and then they get a lot of bandwagon fans.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
That's like regardless of sport, that's the Chiefs right now. They've won 2 Super Bowls straight. They're just as good this year, if not better than they were last year. Like they're the team to beat. So right now they probably have more fans than anyone else just because of all the bandwagon fans.
Yeah.
Um,
Like over here in this country, when I was growing up, everyone supported either Arsenal or Man United. And
mhm,
now it's like most kids growing up support Liverpool and City. And it's
sure.
just because they're the ones at the top winning stuff, you know?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Sports are more fun when your team is winning. You know,
True.
like,
Very true.
and I feel like a lot of fans of sports aren't like super dedicated to one team. They're more just they're more about just like, you know, the sort of camaraderie of sports and hanging out with friends and watching the game and cheering for somebody.
Yeah, it's
So,
a bit different over here. There's a lot more like of a die-hard attitude for like local teams and stuff.
mhm. Well, I mean, those fans certainly exist. There are tons of diehard fans of various teams. But like, I think that when like sports fans in general, there's a lot of more casual fans who sort of pseudo watch and have a team that they just kind of randomly pick.
Yeah.
I am out of concrete again.
Chat, what is happening
The
here?
bridge is slowly being built, though.
Why
We're
are
getting
these
there.
spinning?
Are you building a bridge all the way to the new area?
Very slowly?
That's bonkers.
But yes. It'll actually come in handy later when we have trains and vehicles and stuff.
I mean, it's happening when it's going from one
It'll be
belt to
very
another,
useful
but
to have.
why?
Oh my god, I've just discovered the jump pad. We should be using this to get around.
The jump pads are really fun. And then
Yeah.
there's also the jelly pad to soften your fall.
How do you use this thing?
Which one?
The jump pad thing.
You need to power it, and then like you can
Oh.
point where it's going to land you.
Hmm.
All right, my chat's got an interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's mildly interesting, I guess. Why are bad seats called nosebleed?
Because you're up so high that the elevation supposedly changes.
Is that what it is?
It's
you're-
not necessarily bad, but you'll be generally further away from the pitch.
Right. Well, I
Right.
understand what it means, but why is it called that?
Because you're generally up so high. It's like the whole idea of like when you're high enough that like the air pressure changes or whatever, it can make your nosebleed. I mean, I've never actually had a nosebleed from sitting in nosebleed seats, but that's just where the name comes from.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun, really. I think the name.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a slang term for seats that are really, really far away.
Do you know what? We could probably do our next milestone, by the way.
Yeah, by all means. I'm sure you've probably got the stuff by now.
Yeah, there's plenty of it about.
Oh, yeah. Where is... There. That's done. Rods. Some of those.
Yeah, that was another thing you do. That's another reason that NFL fans don't all go to a lot of games is like the US is so big.
Yes.
Yeah, like from where I grew up to go to a Packers game, it would be about a 5-hour drive, 4.5, 5 hours.
Yep, that's...
And from where I live now, it would be like a 15-hour drive probably. And that's each direction.
Yeah.
So, like, that's another part of it too, is travel expenses can get kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, y'all do that in America though, right? Like you'll do, you know, you'll travel somewhere and it'll take the whole day to drive there, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I don't make a habit of it,
Oh,
But-
you've already done this.
Go ahead, press the button.
I'll go put the things back.
But yeah, there are definitely
Milestone
times where
reached. The
to get to where you
Xenobasher
need to
is a
go, you
direct
have to spend the
upgrade from the
entire day
Xenozapper.
driving, sometimes even
In the
multiple
words of the
days.
engineer that first
It's
developed
one of
this
those things
tool,
that's just
quote,
mentioned
"The
like
Zapper
casually in
kind
a
of
TV show
electrocutes
or whatever.
things. The
But then
basher straight up
culturally
smacks
over
stuff
here, it's
while
like
also
what? Like
electrocuting them,"
the longest car
unquote.
journey I've
It is
done,
beneficial during encounters
like
with
4
aggressive
hours?
fauna and has been tested
and
thoroughly.
that seemed mental
The
to me, and I
engineer's
hated
noble
it.
sacrifice
Man,
for
I'm
Xeno
jealous.
research will not
It
be
is
forgotten,
about
whoever they
12
were.
hours to drive home to visit my parents from where I live
Wow.
right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I usually split it up into 2 days. Get a hotel like halfway, and then drive the rest of
That
it the
makes
next
a
day.
lot of sense. Yeah.
Because my limit is about 8 hours before I'm like, I'm done.
I get antsy if I sit down for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So me doing long drives not good.
Yeah,
Doesn't
well,
work.
the thing is too, like you just get uncomfortable after a while.
Yep.
Like yeah, it's after enough time, unless you've got like a really high-end vehicle, like a luxury vehicle or something, which I don't. um, you get uncomfortable after
Even
enough
then,
time.
man, like I got a Herman Miller, and I can sit on it for a long time if I have to, but I just hate being so static.
Yeah,
I like to move around a bit.
yeah. I drive a Toyota Camry. You know, not exactly a luxurious vehicle. It's great. Don't get me wrong. I love that car.
I have no idea what car that is.
You guys don't have
Like,
Toyotas over there?
I got a car. I think it's not a Toyota. It's one of those brands. It's got wheels on it.
Oh.
It's black.
Are you being
I can-
silly? You don't even know what
and
make and model your car
I can
is?
see you're
I do.
you're
I know
a
what
car
it is. It's a
enthusiast.
Hyundai, but like, I like car talk. Just my brain goes blank.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a car guy.
I used to be.
But
I used to be really into cars, and then I moved away from that.
I drive.
I thought you was gonna say, and then I got out of the car.
Yeah.
I drive a very basic consumer car that is relatively inexpensive and gets good gas mileage, and that's all I really care about. So that's my car. It's not fancy at all.
Yeah, I barely drive my car as well.
It's got Bluetooth
I've had
though.
it for like 8 years. Hey, Bluetooth.
That was the big upgrade from my last car. I finally got a car that has Bluetooth.
Yeah, I bought my car brand new in 2015. It's got like just over 10,000 miles on it now.
I have never bought a new car.
Yeah, I just wanted to do it.
Every car I've ever purchased has always been used. In fact, this is the first car, the Camry is the first car that I purchased that wasn't like a beater that I intended to drive into the ground type car. Every other car I bought before that was like, 90,000 miles, $1,000.
Oh, this is cool. This is new, I think. The Tier 4 expanded power infrastructure.
Ooh.
Some of that stuff I definitely did not recognize. There was one thing in there that the batteries, I think it was, or like the charging station. I forget what it was called, but there was one thing in there that definitely existed before. But I think the power stations or whatever are new.
Yeah, these power towers. This is cool.
Oh, I'm actually still so far away. Okay, change of plans.
So we really need to start beefing up our steel in order to either go into logistics Mark III or advanced steel production.
I can help with that.
I would say logistics Mark III before more.
A hyper tubes might be something you want.
That power one sounded pretty good because we want to bring our power back to this area all over the place by the sounds of it. If we're going to spread out and have lots of nodes.
Yeah, but we can just run regular power lines. We don't need. I don't even know like what benefit this gives us other than it looks cool.
Oh, okay.
It makes a couple
it's just
things
a bit more tedious to do regular ones, right?
Well, basically the new power stuff I think just makes it so you can connect more lines to a pole. Like it's you can have multiple steps, but it's nothing we really need right now.
Helps span power lines across greater distances. There's an additional power connector at the bottom of the power tower to connect to other buildings such as power poles.
Yeah. So nothing. And I would say Logistics Mark III would be a huge upgrade because then we get better belts.
We have like 21 stacks of steel. They're 100 each. Is that good?
21 stacks of steel?
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Not
yeah, it's
impressed.
good. I'm not impressed.
I
I'm trying to think
think
like, because we got to turn those into steel beams, right? And four steel ingots turns into one steel beam.
You may be able to see the sky bridge at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna just do Logistics Mark III, but that's all steel
I'm
basically.
gonna start. Yeah, I'm gonna start rebuilding, or sorry, expanding, rebuilding the steel bit.
Oh, this looks bad. We have like no buffer of power storage right now.
Uh-oh.
That's no bueno.
Gotta go chop more trees, Hypno.
No, you.
No, I don't want to.
Oh yeah, we definitely are not making enough biofuel to run all of these generators.
Is it a issue with throughput?
I'm not sure what the issue
Or-
is just yet. It
Or
might.
is it?
We might have to overclock our biomass generator.
Well, I know the one that makes biomass from wood has like an output of like 300 biomass per minute or something. So that one's a belt issue.
I reckon we should get this coal power thing done because we keep running into power issues and we don't want to collect biomass.
This
Yep.
is this is 100% a belt issue right here.
Sky bridge is almost done.
The assembler is what I want for the production, right? Of iron.
For the reinforced iron plates?
Actually, I don't think it is.
Yeah, it is.
It looks different.
It's iron plates plus screws.
No, I'm doing steel. Sorry, what did I say?
You said the iron plates.
Okay, sorry, I meant steel. Foundry. There we go. That makes sense.
Foundry for steel.
It's a smelty thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Oh.
like I had changed these belts earlier because somehow regular wood got put into this. Like somebody put wood into the wrong thing, and that it was.
Oh, that might have been me. I thought I caught all of it and fixed it.
Yeah, I got rid of that extra storage container, so that shouldn't happen again. But anyway, like I had to remove the belts and replace them. I put down tier 1s instead of tier 2s, and that was slowing things down. We might be okay. No, we are not okay. We have 20 biomass burners, each using 4 per minute, so that's 80.
And we're producing what, 60?
I think it's 60. Yeah, 60.
So overclock that constructor that's making the biofuel, or the solid biofuel, or whatever.
See what we can do here.
I'm hoping that my next little round trip here will be enough to finish the sky bridge. So you have an easy way to get over here.
Yeah, I need things I'm not sure actually making. Modular frame and some rotary thing.
So you said you were building a sky bridge earlier, right?
Yep. If you look up in the sky, you might be able to see it.
I see a spaceport.
If you look up in the sky to the north.
To the north.
I mean, I see.
Oh, I do see it.
Lovely.
I see it.
Yeah, a real big
Oh, there
line
it
in the
is.
sky. Yep.
Ah.
Is it pretty? No. Is it functional? Yes. Well, it's not yet, but it will be soon.
I mean, you could have lined it. It's like off by like 20 blocks. You could have lined it up with our base. Gosh.
Yeah, that would it would be great if the map marker actually showed us exactly where the base was, but it didn't. So
That's all right. You
Oh,
just
well.
got to rebuild it all. No big deal.
Do we craft modular frames anyway?
no, I don't believe so.
We do as soon as you start hooking that up.
What was I doing? Oh yeah, I remember. I actually have enough steel pipes to do the next thing with the MAM, or with the whatchamacallit. Oh, I don't need that many.
What do we need modular frames for?
That's a good question. What do we need modular frames for?
Well-
Foundries.
Oh.
Oh, we've got so much biofuel over here. We're good.
Yeah, we should probably start. Well, I was going to say we should probably start auto crafting modular frames. We're going to have to do that at some point. I don't know if we have the steel production online to support that, though.
We don't at the moment. At least I don't think we do. But
This is the steel thing over here, I think.
no, this is fine.
Did you turn off the steel production? Mr. Azuma?
Not intentionally. Although I did disconnect a power cable, so
Oh. Yeah.
that might have been, yeah.
Nothing's happening over here. I don't know where your power comes from.
Okay. Hopefully 600 concrete is enough to get this the rest of the way there. Guess we're gonna find out.
What was that?
That sounded like a vape.
It may have been.
Yeah, so it looks like all the power is disconnected. All your cables are disconnected from this. Zuma, I don't know how like you had this originally connected.
Yeah, like I said, there was a cable I disconnected. It must have turned it all off. I didn't think it was connected.
I'm just trying to figure out like where that cable went. Must be this one. I see. Let me try connecting it.
That looks like it, yeah.
Maybe? This one isn't connected. Aha! We have steel.
Let's go. Steel is good. We're going to need a lot of it over the course of this progression.
Okay, so I was going to kind of redo this coal line. Not that you did a bad job, Azuma, but just to kind of clean it up.
Oh, I'm gonna redo that whole area. I was just getting the bits for it.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna touch your steel factory. I was gonna just redo like how the belts come along.
Yeah, oh well, okay. I was gonna do that as well, but
If you don't want me to touch it, I won't touch it.
I was gonna redo the whole thing.
Oh,
Like,
I'll leave
make
it to
all
you.
look
I don't
better.
want to mess with your stuff.
Cool.
Just trying to figure out what I should be working on right now. Thinking about it. What do we need? We need steel pipes. We need steel beams.
I've got the pipes for the logistics,
Logistics.
but we need beams, and then maybe we need reinforced plates. I don't know if we. I can't remember if we set that up as a permanent automated thing or what, but
Well, we did have this set up, but like we ran out of. Nope, this was a temporary thing apparently.
yeah, it was just to put the resources needed into 2 storage chests and let it do its thing. I've got some reinforced plates on me, but not enough.
That's fine. I'm just restocking this temporary thing just so we can at least make enough for what's required for the stage.
Sounds good.
And this needs a whole bunch of screws. I jumped over something and landed in a hole. This base is dangerous. I don't believe this base is OSHA approved. I blame Azuma.
It probably is not.
What is the max people allowed in the game? You never multiplayer yet? I don't really know for sure. I feel like it said there was like 8 players that we could have on the server, but I don't know if that's just like some arbitrary thing that we have set.
What are kilowatts to megawatts? Isn't it like 1,000
1,000,
kilowatts is a
yep.
megawatts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, you're the one that actually uses the metric system. You should be able to tell us. We're Americans. We don't speak metric.
We speak freedom units.
Exactly. Okay. We're getting there.
Man, I wish I would have known this thing like wasn't making any of these reinforced plates earlier. Bunch of wasted time with it not making anything.
Hopefully that's far enough. It'll have to do. I'm gonna be just short, of course. Dang it. All right.
You're just short on what?
Concrete to finish the bridge.
Uh,
I've started branching down, but this is all the farther I can go. So I'm gonna have to go back and get another load of concrete.
just jump. You'll make it.
No, I won't. Not even remotely close.
I don't think I can build that far away. No.
You probably can't. I mean, I suppose you could like kind of eyeball it and hope for the best, but
Well, I'm trying to get closer and see. Maybe I can reach it from down here. I doubt it. There's like a little bit of a hill.
I can see the ramp coming down.
yep.
Where's that going to land? Is that
Don't
lined
know.
up? What
I
about
don't-
using a ladder?
I don't know exactly where it will land. Ladder would not be a good idea. Because there's a limit to how high the ladders can go, so you would actually need a whole bunch of ladders.
I don't have any steel or iron plates on me, so I can't.
All
Even...
I hear is excuses.
Okay, run back real quick. Yeah, we could throw down a jelly thing and then you'd survive the fall.
Oh, that would work.
Let me see what it costs and then I'll maybe get one of those over there. What is it under? Transportation? Wow, that requires 200
Biomass.
Sorry, you're gonna have to jump.
If you insist.
And
I
what's the alternative?
survived.
You have to go all the way back round.
I survived.
Wait, you did jump?
Nice.
I jumped and I survived.
Oh, wow.
What? Okay.
Realism.
That was a very. I survived on 2 HP. I actually got an achievement for it.
What was the achievement?
That's a good question. It was called. That was a close one. Survive a fall on 1 health point. So I guess it survived with 1 HP. No idea how I actually survived that.
That's pretty
but-
funny though.
I'm just gonna grab a bunch of concrete and then finish this up. Oh, home sweet home.
Weather.
I've been gone for so long.
Hmm.
Yeah, still can't middle click from here.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to pillar up. Essentially.
Am I able to customize what things appear on the toolbar at the bottom?
Yes.
How do I do that?
You open up your building menu,
Yep.
and then you hover your mouse over the thing you want to put in your toolbar and hit the corresponding keyboard key. You hit the key for it.
Nice. Oh my god.
Yep.
Do you know how much time you just saved me?
A lot, hopefully.
A tremendous amount of time.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, not those.
Dude, this is so high up.
Yeah.
How can I still not reach this? This doesn't even make sense.
It's very high up. It's because
there
it
we
needs to
go.
go. It needs to go over a bunch of cliffs.
I'm gonna have to rebuild that. I know it.
You have to rebuild what?
The path up there.
Oh, what I just made, this temporary thing?
Yeah, I won't be able to. I'll have to make it neat.
Well, no, I'm tearing this down.
Oh, right, I see, yeah.
Whole thing will probably end up getting torn down, honestly. Down the road, but I wonder if I can reach it now.
Are you like, when you're holding down click over and over again, how is it you're like... Oh, I didn't mute. Sorry.
You're good.
How is it that you're like dragging instead of clicking on each individual one?
So when you press F, if you hold control and you can like just mouse over things, it'll select multiple. Just be very careful with that.
Oh my god, thank you. Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah, you can accidentally like delete some things you're not intending.
Oh,
There's no undo,
It's
so
gone.
just be careful.
Whoa, actually, I did just break something completely different from what I was looking at. Huh. How odd.
But I'm not going to tell you what it was or where it was. Go find it.
Dang it.
Are the stream replays sub only? They were for a little while. They are not now.
That's fine.
So you should be able to go and check out any of my previous live streams. You know, this ramp here, this was supposed to be temporary and it like became permanent. And then Azuma like made it more permanent by like adding all this stuff underneath it. What I get for like making a temporary platform or temporary ramp. Somebody goes and makes it permanent. What are you hmming about?
Just placing things in the wrong place. I'm rebuilding the steel stuff at the moment.
All right. There we go. Sky Bridge is built. Although, let's actually do this.
Azuma, we're gonna need you to put supports on this.
On what?
On the sky bridge.
It needs doing.
All in time.
I'm just
Me
thinking
too.
about like how much resource that's gonna cost to do it. It's probably gonna be like 3 times more expensive than the Sky Bridge was to build.
What I'll probably do is like rebuild the ramp in a more discreet location, so like when you look across, it isn't so obvious. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
you okay?
Okay. Yeah, perfectly fine.
You sure?
Definitely, 100%.
So this Sky Bridge,
Mm-hmm.
what is its purpose?
It takes you to the location of the of where the power plant will be.
So this is strictly for us to get back.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all it's for. At least right now. I mean, eventually we might convert it into a resource highway of some sort or whatever. But at least for the moment, it's.
There
only
was
used
something
for
that I did when I last played using those jump pads and walls, where like kind of made like a vertical jump pad elevator.
that. Mm-hmm.
Was thinking about doing that at the end instead of having like this big long ramp thing.
That's an option. The other thing with the nice thing about the ramp though is that way down the road when we get into trains, you already have your train ramps like good to go. Like we can convert the whole thing into a railway.
Let's see.
Or use it as like a vehicle highway if we unlock the vehicle, not the van or not the truck, but there's like a smaller vehicle that's actually pretty fast.
You know what's really fun is the little the factory scooter thing, whatever.
Yeah, the scooter's pretty cool. It's not particularly fast. It's not really, but it's fun.
It is fun. I don't even remember what it's called. It's like a
I
little
think
golf cart or
I
something.
think it's just called the factory cart or something like that.
Oh yeah, factory cart is exactly what it's called.
There we go. Give me some of those. All right. Okay, Skybridge is done. We now have an easy way to
Yay.
get to the place. So, whenever y'all want to go set up coal, we can do so now.
Nice. Maybe we do that next stream.
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. Because it's going to take a while to set up a full-blown coal power plant and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Plus we can now properly stockpile some resource. Well, actually, how's our power thing doing?
Probably not super great. I mean, I don't know that we necessarily need the AFK though. Like, We might be fine. We've already got pretty large stockpiles of a lot of stuff at this point.
True, yeah.
Were you asking like how much power we have and stuff?
Kinda, yeah.
Like how
'cause
much
we do
power
have a
reserves?
Power issue, don't we?
We have 0 biofuel. Like we need to probably have all of us participate in the great deforesting.
Could do a little bit of that. I'm almost done here with the foundry.
Well, I mean, do we, like, at the moment, do we even... Well, I suppose we'll want to run power.
We're
over
gonna
the
need
power
our
plant this
base having
anyway.
power, like regardless if we AFK or not. Like we don't have forever on the power supply.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to want to run...
I'm gonna have to go for a minute and get in a call.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to want to run power lines all the way to the power plant anyway, though. So, yeah, probably best to set this up now. I mean, I suppose I could start running power lines, although I need a lot more cables. Well, we can worry about that tomorrow. What am I doing? Inventory space.
Are you guys playing together or in your own areas? Like, yeah, we're all making one base. I think it seemed like Wells was a little keen on making his own separate base, but we're basically just building a community factory for us. It would be really hard, if not impossible, to like play on the same map and everybody
actually
have their own
producing
base. Like,
Biofuel fast enough now, Hypno, that it'll be fine if we dump enough resources into the storage containers.
are we making enough biofuel? Is that what you said?
Yeah, are we producing solid biofuel fast enough that it can keep up?
It should be able to keep up with our current generators as long as we don't exceed the power.
Okay.
I think we're making 120. We're making 160 solid biofuel. Yeah, we're keeping up with it.
Okay. Well, if we're making 160, that's not all getting taken into the system.
It should be because we have 20 each using 40 or 4 per minute.
I mean, do you have enough? Do you have multiple crafters making solid biofuel?
We have 1, and we're making 120.
Or we're making 120?
Yeah.
Or 160?
160. Sorry.
Okay, because our belts are only doing 120 until we get tier 3 logistics.
True.
Yeah.
That is
so even though we're producing it fast enough, we're not belting it out of the.
Yeah. So I
crafter
guess we're
fast
only doing
enough.
120.
Yeah. So we would need tier 3 logistics in order to keep up, so we can have better belts. And I think the tier 3 belts, I can't remember if they require steel or if they're yeah, I think it's steel, and then the tier 4 belts are aluminum.
Yeah, it's the steel beams, I think.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
4 steel per beam. We need a lot of steel.
I've got quite a lot of wood and leaves right now, so I'll bring that over.
So it might be worthwhile setting up a secondary assembler to make the solid biofuel.
Well, I don't know that we necessarily need to, because I mean, we're actually pretty close to completing Logistics Mark III anyway.
Are we close? Well, I guess we are, technically.
I think so. I mean, all we need is 200 steel beams and then the reinforced iron plates, and we might have the reinforced iron plates at this point.
Maybe. I didn't actually check to see how many we had. I did refill those things, and I overclocked it, so we're making...
I mean, we
Like
should,
10
we
per minute?
probably, We probably have enough then, because that was a while ago. And I've got about 200 on me.
Oh, that's where they all went. Jeez.
Well, yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I took a
Ooh.
decent number of them with me.
Blue power slug. Get.
Yeah, okay, so that's enough reinforced iron plates. So all we need is the 200 steel beams. And we are producing those at the moment, right?
No, we are producing steel, and I think Azuma said that we had 21 stacks of steel, but we need to convert those into the beams still.
Okay, so we're not making beams.
We are not making beams. I was gonna start
Okay.
messing with things over there, and Azuma kind of like shooed me away that he wanted to redo all the stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Gotcha. Okay, this is wood, right? Yeah. Okay, so there's should be enough biofuel being made now for a while.
Oh, I found a crash site here.
Yep. Mark it on the map if you haven't already. Use the little triangle with the exclamation point in it. If it hasn't been opened. If it's already been opened, then don't bother marking it.
Well, there's stuff on the ground, so I assume nobody has been here.
Then it probably hasn't been opened, yeah. But see if the thing opens.
It needs 40
That's
megawatts.
great.
That's all we need. Just need to bring
that's
some
not
power.
bad. That's only like 2 biofuel generators.
I might even be able to craft those right here. Look.
Yeah. That's not terrible. I've come across a couple that needed power, but they needed like 120.
Oh yeah, I can craft these.
Then you're good. Cool. We get another recipe. Okay, so all we need is steel beams. Where is our steel production? Is that it down there?
It's over there by like the poison for some reason, but yeah.
Okay, I see it.
Why is this not working?
Because I can't remember if you can I manually craft steel beams?
No, you have to do it in a
I
assembler.
totally can. You can totally manually craft steel beams, as long as you have steel ingots.
Oh, well, today I learned.
Which
Damaged hard drive
200?
successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to
what's the
preserve and
recipe?
secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission.
4 ingots
Speculation
for 1
as to
beam.
why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
Hey guys, we're gonna have to bounce early.
Okay.
Oh,
You guys around tomorrow?
could
yeah.
be.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can.
awesome. Cool. We'll do the thing with the coal, I imagine.
Okay. Sounds like a
Or
plan.
at least we'll start on it. It is quite an operation.
Yeah, it's a lot, but we should be able to at least get something functional. I would think. We might not finish the entire plant, but we should get at least enough power going that we'll be fine for a while.
Yeah. By the way, the foundry area, I haven't hooked up storage at the back, so I'll tell you what, I'll throw something temporary down before I log out.
Okay.
Cool. All right, see you guys.
All right, see you, Zuma.
Yex. I'm just gonna craft manually.
Oh, like
200
a
steel beams.
pleb. Oh,
Yeah.
manual gross.
Not great, but you do what you got to do, because that'll at least get us tier 3 logistics, which will be huge. And then after that, I think I'm probably gonna log off too. So
Yeah, I don't really want to play too much without you guys playing, so.
yeah, I got the single player word for that.
And wood.
And also, I have a dog in my lap. Hey, buddy.
I noticed your
Huge
dog is not barking like constantly now, which is awesome. Sounds like the puppy grew up.
He's learned. He's about, well, it's what, September now? So he's about 1.5 years old at this point. So still a little. He's a teen. He's a rebellious teenager at this point.
Oh yeah.
In dog years, you know. But no, he's good. He's learned. He's pretty well trained at this point.
Dang it.
Took a little while, but it always does. He does still think he's a lapdog, though.
Adorable.
Well, yeah. He's about 60 pounds, so...
A 60-pound lapdog.
He's a 60-pound lapdog, yeah. Like, when, you know, some dogs, if they, like, step on you or whatever, you're like, whatever.
Milestone
When he steps
reached.
on you, you feel
Improved
it.
Storage containers and the conveyor belt Mark III provide the obviously necessary tools for
Okay,
improving
there
your
we go.
current
We
setup.
have Tier 3
Production speed is
logistics.
of the essence after all. So work hard. Work as if every person you
And
have ever or will
actually,
ever
we
loved
might
is
be
dependent
able
solely
to
on the
just
choices
do
that you make.
vehicle transport right
Because
this
they
second
are.
as well. Oh,
Warning.
you know what we should
Fix-it
do?
psychologists
Is we
recommend
should
not dwelling on the
actually
crushing
get
mental and physical
the
strain of your
blueprint designer.
responsibilities and simply continuing to be productive.
That is something I've
Hard
never
work
messed with,
has
so I don't really
repeatedly
know how
proven
useful
to
it
be
is.
the
If you
best
think it's
cure
useful,
for any
I say
kind
go
of
for it.
stress.
So basically, it
back to
allows
work.
you to create a template.
Well, I mean, I understand what it does. I've just never used it.
So the idea being, like, as we're making this power plant, we can design essentially like a cell, so to speak, and then paste it over and over and over again. It's got some pretty useful things that you can do with it. So that might be work. Oh, but that also requires 200 steel beams, and I don't feel like crafting those manually again. We'll hold off for now. Ooh, advanced steel production gets us the miner mark 2, though. That's pretty important. In fact, we should do that before we set up the factory, because then we can do everything right off the bat with tier 2 miners. So then we're looking at, was it 240 times 3, 720 coal per minute? That's a lot of power. That's a lot of coal power plants, or coal generators, or whatever. That'll be good. Okay, well, maybe I'll do that later tonight. I think I'm gonna log off for now.
All right, man.
All right, see you later, Hypno.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
Yep, adios.
Bye-bye. All right, chat. Trying to, like, decide here. So we need 160 biomass block things. And we're limited by belts until we unlock the new belts, which I don't I think, well, actually, it might be solved at this point. It might already be solved at this point. Basically, we need to upgrade this to a 3 and this to a 3. And then I think we have that solved. So if we already have that ready to go, then I just need to get some steel beams and then we're ready. Okay. So I need to craft some steel beams real quick. I don't even know how to make these. Steel beams. I just need a bunch of steel ingots. Will I mess with trains at all in this playthrough? It really depends on how far we go. It seemed like Wells was kind of interested in them, and if he wants to unlock them, I will definitely check him out and see the merits of them. Where's our steel production? We are not getting enough coal. This is all a Mark 1 belt. No, we should do. I don't, how much coal do these machines require? 45 per minute? The iron we're also not getting very fast either. Yeah, I know Azuma said that he was gonna like redo this. He needs like some serious redoing. He like added all these machines, but like they're all starved. Anyway, where is the output of the steel? I think that was over here. That's what I'm over here for. This guy is clip. Okay. Let me not poison myself. You think trains are good for moving lots of items? Will be fun to see. I don't remember how I moved things around before. Like, I remember I was making, in my previous playthrough, I remember like I set up a supercomputer factory. I don't remember how I brought those back to the base. Did I just use a belt and belt them? I don't know. Anyway, so I need to go. I'm going back to the hub for a crafting thing when I could probably just sit down my own crafting bench. Can't afford. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. This one. Yo, that's only gonna make 25. Is that gonna be enough? Woo, look at them go. They're zipping through. I don't know how many of these I need to turn into the Mark IIIs for like this main conveyor belt. Maybe the whole thing, maybe not the whole thing. I don't know. Let me grab some more steel though. We gotta make some more beams. Yo, Leslie, thank you for the 300 bits. 330 bits, I guess, because Twitch added 30 more bits. Guys, don't look at this thing's butt, whatever you do, okay? Just don't look at its butt. I might be poking it right in the butt, but don't look at it. You can, like, take these things down, can't you? Maybe it just... Oh. What is even... What is happening? What is going on? I am so confused right now. He's just vibing. Oh, we have way more up here. Let's go. I didn't know we had that much up here. Okay. So the question is, how long is that dude going to be sitting there spinning for? Oh, it's already gone. All right, we need to make a few more of these beams. Might have been too far away to load, maybe. Yeah, it might still be there if we go back again, I don't know. I assume they despawn, dead things despawn after a certain amount of time. Right, so look at him go. Uh-huh. 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 Yep.
Nordician just resubscribed for 12 months. Hey Hypno.
Hey.
How's the day treating you? How are you guys on power?
The day is treating me well. And looks like we're doing pretty good on power at the moment. We just upgraded our main power production thing here to have the tier 3 belt. So now we can actually keep up with fuel for all of our generators, which is fantastic. Our power supply right now, we're up to 600 megawatts capacity. It's all biofuel though. It is all biofuel. So yeah, we got 10 generators up there, 10 on the bottom. Still on bio, get to CO2. Spitting. Yeah, we're about to do that soon. There's just more infrastructure that we have to set up. I think the next time we stream, or the next time we play, which should be tomorrow actually, we're going to be setting up our cold generators. Yep, this should all be fine. I like seeing all of these like full and backed up on the belts here. What are we doing down here? So this one was a little starved as well, but it's filling up. Yeah, this is looking... It's looking pretty good. Everything will back up over time.
Jonic 2096 just resubscribed for 16 months. Hello.
Hello. Johnny, thank you so much for the 16-month resub. And Nordic, if I didn't say it, thank you for the 1 year of subscribing. Thank you for the 12 months. How much do these belts do? 270. So we can like ramp this up. It requires 160. How much are we putting into this? 300. Okay, so this belt could actually be upgraded, which means this belt can be upgraded too. And this one is fine being a Mark II. So now, go ahead and fully overclock that. Don't want to go too crazy. Seems like we're doing good. Yeah, that biomass over here on the input side definitely clocking up fast. Okay. I really like the fact that they allowed these biomass generators to be refilled automatically. This right here is just so good. I'm fairly certain the last time I played, those had to be manually fed. Like you could auto craft the biofuel, but you had to like go and like click it into all of your bio generators, and it was just super annoying. That is new big quality of life? Yeah. That was one of the main complaints? Well, like, to me, I didn't think it was, like, complaint worthy. I felt like it was to pressure you to move on to coal that can be fully automated, right? I mean, I guess biofuel still cannot be fully automated because you still have to go and manually cut down the trees and get the wooden leaves and whatever. There's no way to automatically do that. I don't know. I just felt like it was a manual process to get your first bit of power online and push you towards getting coal. Yeah, I agree. I accepted it too. It didn't feel like it was in need of a change, but the fact that they added that is super cool. All right, I think that's gonna do it. Not trying to do. This guy respawn? Oh, that's a different guy. The other guy was over there, wasn't he? Let's go see if that one dude is still over here spinning around, or if it actually did just like go away. I'm actually curious if it's still over here or not. Nope, it went away. That's good. Ah. Only in the poison, what are you doing, Azuma? The power storage cells are good for extra buffer as well. You had a few of them, it helped a lot. These guys are so derpy, they get caught on things now. They didn't used to do that. Very, very weird. All right, everybody. We are going to call it here. Thanks so much for hanging out while we played some Satisfactory today. A little bit of a shorter stream. The guys left early. What the heck? We're supposed to be playing for like 2-3 hours. They only play for like an hour and 20 minutes or an hour and a half or something. And like, I'm out. Never going to be able to get through this playthrough with that kind of playtime. But yeah, that's it for today. Have a great rest of your Friday. We should be back tomorrow for a Saturday stream, playing a little bit more. No Vault Hunters today. I'm not actually sure if I'm going to continue the Vault Hunters playthrough. Like, I was having fun, but like, it's grindy. Like, it's super grindy, and it's kind of like the same thing over and over and over again. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Not saying it's going away, but probably not going to play anymore. Probably. I don't know. But anyway, we'll catch you guys later. Follow the channel if you haven't. If you're new to the stream, so you get notified when I go live. But that's it. Have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you later. Bye, everyone.